お休み前に英語で国内ニュースの時間です。今日の話題を英語でどうぞ。
Japan's Supreme Court upheld the Unification Church's dissolution order, rejecting its appeal. The Tokyo High Court previously ordered dissolution in March 2026 due to significant damages. The Supreme Court ruled on June 22 that the order is necessary and unavoidable and constitutional. It clarified the order only removes corporate status, allowing the group to exist as a religious body without it.
KDDI reported on June 23 that its email system for ISP providers was illegally accessed. Up to 14.22 million pieces of information, including email addresses and passwords, may have leaked from services like Nifty and BigLobe. The breach, discovered on June 17, exploited a third-party software vulnerability. KDDI has implemented defenses and is reporting the incident to relevant authorities.
Okinawa observed Memorial Day on June 23, remembering victims of the Worldwide Battle of Okinawa. Governor Denny Tamaki stated that opposing war is not an empty ideal but a responsibility. Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi also attended. The 1945 battle caused 200,000 casualties. Okinawa continues to host 70% of U.S. military facilities in Japan.
Amid rising food prices, nori-less onigiri are gaining popularity. 7-Eleven launched new cost-reduced onigiri on June 23 using simpler packaging and no nori. Nori prices have increased 30% in 2 years due to poor harvests. A salmon onigiri without nori is 181 yen, significantly cheaper than the 232 yen version with nori. Convenience stores are expanding these options.
In a Tokyo elementary school fire that injured 11, a burnt electrical cord plugged into an outlet was found near the fire's origin in the music preparation room. The fire occurred on June 19th. An electric stove, multiple circulators, and burnt clothing were also discovered nearby. Police are investigating what the burnt cord was connected to.
Celebrity Dewey Sukarno, also known as Devi Fujin, pleaded guilty to assault charges against her former manager during her first court appearance. She expressed deep regret, stating, "Perhaps it's my own fault." The court proceedings will continue following her admission of the charges.
Finance Minister Satsuki Katayama met online with U.S. Treasury Secretary Bazant on June 22. Regarding the yen's depreciation, which reached over 161 yen to the dollar, Katayama said Japan and the U.S. firmly agreed to take decisive action whenever necessary. She indicated readiness for currency intervention to curb speculative moves, affirming strong bilateral cooperation.
Typhoon number 8 formed south of Japan on June 23. Very strong typhoon number 7 is expected to approach Okinawa Prefecture after June 25 and may also near Honshu. The Japan Meteorological Agency urges caution and advises the public to stay updated on the latest information.
Shinkamigoto Town in Nagasaki Prefecture issued an evacuation order for its entire area at 4 p.m. This urgent call for early evacuation comes due to the potential issuance of heavy rain and landslide warnings overnight. The order corresponds to Alert Level 4, indicating a high risk to residents.
4 bodies were found in a home in Yufu City, Oita Prefecture on the afternoon of June 23. Relatives alerted police around 4 p.m. after receiving no response. Firefighters confirmed 1 elderly man and 3 adult women were found deceased on beds. Police are identifying the individuals and investigating the cause of death.
次は社会のニュースです。
The Supreme Court has finalized the Unification Church's dissolution order. It upheld the Tokyo High Court's decision, stating the order is necessary and unavoidable due to massive damages and emotional distress. This ruling, made on the 22nd, concludes the judicial process. The church will lose its corporate status, but can still exist as a religious group without it.
Typhoon number 7 is strongly approaching Okinawa. As of noon on the 23rd, it was east of the Philippines, moving northwest at 10 kilometers per hour. Its central pressure is 925 hectopascals, with maximum winds of 50 meters per second. A new typhoon number 8 has also formed. Residents in Okinawa should monitor weather updates.
The Tokyo District Court has fined former House of Councilors member Yasumasa Ono 600,000 yen. This marks the first verdict for a former Diet member in the LDP's political slush fund scandal. Ono was charged with failing to report over 51 million yen in kickbacks from the Abe faction. While he pleaded innocent, the court found him guilty for some unreported funds.
During Okinawa's Iron No High Memorial Day ceremony on the 23rd, Prime Minister Takechi's speech was met with heckling. Shouts like "No more war" and "Protect Article 9" interrupted her address. Despite the interruptions, the Prime Minister offered condolences for the over 200,000 lives lost in the Battle of Okinawa. The contentious moment occurred during the solemn event.
The Japan Women's Professional Shogi Players Association has announced a strict response to increasing nuisance acts. On the 23rd, it stated this includes slander, unauthorized photography, and intimidating behavior targeting female shogi players. President Kumi Yamada emphasized these acts create anxiety and harm the shogi environment. The association aims to ensure a safe space for all participants and fans.
Celebrity Dewey Sukarno has admitted to charges including assaulting her former manager. In her initial court appearance, she accepted the accusations, stating, "I reflect deeply on this, feeling it's a consequence of my own actions." The TV personality, known as Devi Fujin, expressed deep remorse for the incident. Further court proceedings are expected to follow.
The Japan Fair Trade Commission has advised YKK for violating the Subcontract Act. On the 23rd, it found YKK unfairly set low unit prices for 21 subcontractors in Toyama, with some falling below the minimum wage. YKK accepted the advice, promising to strengthen compliance. The company has already paid 26.55 million yen in price differences to the affected subcontractors.
Police have arrested a gang member in connection with a 9-year-old murder case in Kobe. On the 23rd, a 50-year-old suspect from a rival gang was apprehended. He is accused of shooting a 44-year-old gang member in the head on a street in Nagata Ward 9 years ago. The suspect had been on a national wanted list for the crime.
At Adachi Elementary School in Tokyo, 46 children reported abdominal pain and vomiting. On the 22nd, 38 students were absent with these symptoms, and 8 more vomited after arriving at school and left early. Only children were affected, not teachers. The cause remains unknown, and the Public Health Center is currently investigating the situation.
Former lawyer Manabu Kishimoto, known for supporting sexual crime victims, has been arrested for professional embezzlement. He allegedly withheld a 300,000 yen settlement from a voyeurism victim in March 2023, using it for his mortgage. Kishimoto was previously disbarred in May 2025 for similar misconduct, involving over 13 million yen from 11 victims.
次はビジネス関連のニュースです。
The Nikkei average closed down 2,565 yen at 69,788 yen, falling below the 70,000 yen mark. After rising for 8 consecutive business days, the market saw widespread selling, especially in AI and semiconductor-related stocks. Investors took profits, leading to a significant drop. Market watchers expect continued volatile movements.
Nissan's general shareholders meeting rejected the re-election of external director Motu Nagai. Questions arose regarding his independence due to his background with Mizuho Financial Group, a major bank for Nissan. However, the re-election of the other 11 director candidates was approved. Advisory firms had recommended against Nagai's reappointment.
The Fair Trade Commission has recommended that YKK, a major fastening product manufacturer, prevent future violations of subcontractor law. YKK was found to have unilaterally set lower than agreed prices for 49 types of work commissioned to 21 subcontractors. YKK has already paid a total of 26.54 million yen to these businesses to cover the difference.
Domino's Pizza Japan will revise its pricing from June 29th. Delivery prices for M-size pizzas will decrease by about 600 yen. The half price for takeout offer will end, replaced by a 30% discount. The company will also refresh pizza recipes, adding 20% more cheese, and update its brand logo.
Prime Minister Takaichi stated that the Ministry of Education's decision regarding a high school's educational content was not excessive intervention. This judgment followed a boat accident off Henoko, Okinawa, where students on a school trip died. The ministry had ruled that the high school's curriculum violated the Basic Act on Education's political neutrality clause.
The average price for a 70 square meter used condominium in Tokyo's 23 wards hit a record 128.49 million yen in May. This is a 27.4% increase from the previous year, marking 25 consecutive months of record highs. Rising construction costs for new apartments are pushing buyers towards the used market, causing prices to climb.
Kameda Seika announced price increases for 42 rice snack products, including its popular Kameda no Kakinotane. The changes will take effect from October 1st. The company cited rising costs for raw materials, packaging, logistics, and labor as reasons. Retail prices are expected to increase by approximately 3 to 17%.
As the yen approaches a 39.5-year low, Finance Minister Katayama met online with U.S. Treasury Secretary Bessent on June 22nd. Katayama stated that decisive action would be taken in the foreign exchange market if needed, emphasizing the unwavering Japan-U.S. agreement on currency matters. They discussed current exchange rate trends.
The governor of Fukushima Prefecture has announced his intention to run for a 4th term. He expressed his commitment to opening up the future with all his might for the prefecture. This decision comes as Fukushima continues its recovery efforts and strives for further development in the coming years.
The government is expected to maintain its assessment of a moderate recovery in the June economic report. This suggests the current expansion, starting June 2020, could match the post-war record of 73 months. Personal consumption remains solid due to subsidies, and corporate capital investment is holding up, boosted by AI adoption.
では、スポーツニュースをお伝えします。
Shohei Ohtani hit his 17th season home run for the Dodgers, now just 3 shy of 300 career MLB homers. He also leads the National League DH All-Star fan vote with over 2.3 million votes, eyeing his 6th appearance. the Dodgers secured their 50th win. Fellow Japanese players Kazuma Okamoto and Munenori Murakami are also highly ranked in fan voting.
Reigning champions Argentina secured their World Cup knockout stage spot with a 2-0 victory over Austria. Lionel Messi scored both goals, setting a new career record of 18 World Cup goals. France also advanced after a 3-0 win against Iraq. Norway, with 2 goals from Holland, defeated Senegal 3-2, also progressing.
In the World Cup North America Group J, Algeria secured a 2-1 comeback victory over Jordan. This result meant Jordan suffered their second consecutive defeat in the tournament. Consequently, Jordan has been eliminated from the World Cup's group stage, ending their run in the competition.
Lionel Messi, 38, has already scored 5 goals in 2 World Cup matches. Against Austria, he netted 2 goals, reaching 18 career World Cup goals and setting a new record. Argentina secured the win. Messi emphasized that advancing to the knockout stage is most important, not personal achievements.
Keisuke Honda believes Japan's World Cup knockout stage advancement is almost 100%. Moriyasu Japan has 4 points, tied with the Netherlands after a 2-2 draw and a 4-0 victory. Their final group match is against Sweden on June 26th. Honda will be a commentator for the game, humorously asking employers to adjust work schedules.
Norway manager Ståle Solbakken celebrated his team's 3-2 World Cup victory over Senegal by passionately kissing his wife in the stands. With 2 goals from Erling Haaland, Norway secured their second consecutive win, advancing to the knockout stage for the first time in 28 years.
Cape Verde's 40-year-old goalkeeper Vozinha gained over 15 million Instagram followers after his World Cup debut. Following a clean sheet against Spain and a 2-2 draw with Uruguay, he expressed pride and gratitude for support. His mother, who missed the first game, was present for the Uruguay match.
Japan's midfielder Takefusa Kubo is likely to miss the World Cup group match against Sweden due to a left knee injury. Kubo did not join full-team training in Nashville, only appearing for the team photo. Moriyasu Japan, with 4 points, is in a strong position to advance to the knockout stage.
The International Olympic Committee has approved that speed skating events for the 2030 Winter Olympics in France will be held in the Netherlands. This marks a rare instance of an Olympic competition taking place outside the host country, ensuring optimal conditions for the sport.
J2 club Jubilo Iwata announced the acquisition of former Japan national team midfielder Takashi Inui from Vissel Kobe. Inui joins for the 2026-27 season, reuniting with new manager Tatsuhiro Akiba. Inui, a veteran of European leagues, expressed his determination to win the J2 championship and bring Iwata back to J1.
続いて、国際ニュースです。
Differences emerged between the U.S. and Iran over nuclear inspections. U.S. President Trump stated Iran would accept IAEA oversight, but Iran's foreign ministry denied new commitments from recent talks. To foster progress, the U.S. Treasury allowed Iranian oil sales for 2 months, easing sanctions. Iran also reported the release of $12 billion in frozen assets.
UK Prime Minister Starmer announced his resignation on June 22nd. He faced criticism for leadership weakness and declining support within the Labour Party, with over 100 MPs calling for his departure. public dissatisfaction over inflation and immigration, plus a major loss in May's local elections, led to his decision.
North Korea's Workers' Party meeting on June 20, 2022, announced plans to expand and strengthen nuclear forces. Kim Jong-un criticized U.S. South Korea military drills and South Korea's nuclear submarine plans. He also condemned Japan's defense buildup, stating it is transforming into a war state and causing serious international concern.
Europe is currently experiencing widespread heat waves. In France, temperatures have soared above 40 degrees Celsius, leading to severe conditions. According to Reuters, 18 people have died in France, including children, as a result of this intense heat. High temperatures continue across the continent due to the heat wave.
A new human security award led by Japan and other nations has been launched to promote the concept of human security, a key part of Japan's diplomacy. The first award ceremony took place at the UN headquarters. 6 global projects, including climate change initiatives, were selected and recognized for their contributions.
10 years after the Brexit referendum, deep divisions persist between the UK and the EU. Tensions over immigration and political differences remain, while the rise of populist parties limits reconciliation. Efforts to improve relations have yielded limited results. Many believe Brexit has damaged the UK economy and caused political instability.
Russia's military invasion of Ukraine continues, with ongoing fighting between Russian and Ukrainian forces across various regions. Many civilians have been forced to flee the country due to the conflict. The situation involves continuous battles and diplomatic efforts from various nations to address the crisis.
North Korean leader Kim Jong-un reaffirmed commitment to strengthening nuclear forces, stating they will fully exercise nuclear weapons state status. He condemned U.S.-South Korea nuclear consultation meetings and South Korea's nuclear submarine plans, calling South Korea the most hostile state. The Workers' Party also called for accelerating construction of 10,000-ton strategic missile cruisers.
Alan Greenspan, former chairman of the U.S. Federal Reserve Board, has passed away at 100 years old. He served for approximately 18 and a half years. Greenspan was widely known as the maestro for his skilled management of financial crises during his long tenure.
The German government announced an agreement to jointly acquire shares in a major European defense company with the French government. This move aims to strengthen Europe's defense system. The decision follows the cancellation of a joint project by both nations to develop a new fighter jet.
続いて、文化・芸能ニュースをお伝えします。
AKB48 terminated Aoi Hanada's contract on June 23rd, a first for the group. The company stated Hanada repeatedly met specific fans, violating group rules. She also refused to discuss her future return. Hanada had previously announced a hiatus from activities due to health concerns. Actress Harumi Shuhama, 51, announced her marriage on June 23rd. She married Terutsugu Takano, CEO of Punk, Inc., a video production company. Unusually, her husband chose to adopt her surname, Shuhama. Shuhama explained she joined a marriage agency last year and after 6 months found her life partner.
Riichi Seike, an action director and sued actor, passed away on June 17, 2026. Japan Action Enterprise announced on June 22nd he debuted in 1985, known for tokusatsu roles, often playing villain leaders in series like King Ogre, and Bunbungur Seike had announced his hospitalization and cancer treatment earlier this year.
actress Ryoko Yonakura will appear in the Tani Momoko Ballet Company's new Cinderella production in August. Yonakura, who studied ballet for 15 years, will play the Mother Butterfly. She initially hesitated, feeling unqualified as an actress. The artistic director chose her for her solid presence and ability to act with her heart.
U.S. music producer Clive Davis passed away on June 22nd in New York at 94. He was hospitalized earlier this year for a respiratory illness. Davis, born in 1932, became president of Columbia Records. He launched careers for stars like Whitney Houston and Aretha Franklin, becoming one of the most influential figures in music.
The Japan vs. Tunisia World Cup soccer match, broadcast on June 21st, recorded average household viewership ratings of 30.2% in Kanto and 30.5% in Kansai. Japan won the game 4-0. Peak viewership reached 37.0% in Kanto and 37.5% in Kansai at the end of the match.
6 new cast members were announced on June 23rd for the 2027 NHK Taiga drama, Gyakuzoku no Bakushin, starring Tori Matsuzaka. Ryo Fukawa Fujikamio and Takanori Iwata will make their first Taiga drama appearance. Shin Takuma, Kazuki Kitamura, and Akira Emoto also join. The drama focuses on Edo period official Oguri Tadamasa.
Comedian All Kyojin, 74, announced on June 23rd that he was hospitalized and had surgery for acute pancreatitis. He reported severe abdominal pain on June 17th, leading to immediate hospitalization. Doctors found his blood test results unprecedented. All Kyojin described the pain as intense, but expects to be discharged on June 24th.
TV personality Matsuko Deluxe revealed her favorite soccer player, Shogo Taniguchi, on a TV show on June 22nd. Matsuko was excited for the 2026 FIFA World Cup and planned to attend in person. However, due to a 2-month hospitalization, she canceled her travel plans, stating she couldn't afford more time off.
今日のニュースは以上です。最後までお付き合いいただき、ありがとうございました。おやすみなさい。